Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Red Wolves offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So TCU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great, they got a completion. Prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. The glass half empty. I mean, they made that third down a bit more manageable, but not that much.
The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let it go. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catch.
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On the option. Quick toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to...
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They go to the ground. He's loose at the 15. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the net.
Looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas State. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Coming out with it, it's King. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll run it. Touchdown!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the pitch. At the 45 on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Let's go. They'll run the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And the Red Wolves will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Vega. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He smashes his way through again. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. He looks that one in nice. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him, or do I go for him? And they believed in their offense. They went for it, and they got the 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to escape and get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Donald. And the Red Wolves get enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. He'll try the left side. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here. Bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll try to run it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's right on target. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he's wrestled to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
3rd down play from the gun. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming after him, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the first down completion at 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Comes out throwing on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Got a man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Bulls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he dropped it! How about that alert play for the defense to corral that fumble?
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking for a gap. It's Donald. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Red Wolves have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Barry. Throws toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. No huddle offense to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. looking to throw on second down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's almost to that first down marker there. A little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Trying to make magic up. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
At the 20, he's got space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
TCU center.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They're going to get anything going on this drive. They better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Arkansas State 42, TCU.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the pummeling has started. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. First down here for the offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that,
and he breaks into the open. And the catch to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Second down coming up. Got his man on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
At the 44-yard line.
The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Going up top on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
it's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Getting some heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12. And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, this defense just putting a cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
At the 45 on his way. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, TCU 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching...
Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will get the first crack at it here. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him pull on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Gonna run it. It's Sanders. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Inside the 40. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Lobos have their offense in high gear. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They'll leave it with him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Dances away to buy time. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down, and now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking for room. It's Sanders. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Feeling some heat. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Might as well give it to him again. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Bulls his way forward. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on their ability to go sideline to sideline. It's going to be tough for this offense to go QB option in this game. And you just saw the speed of the defense right there, getting a big stop.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A first down for the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. This offense has a second down play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grab near the marker. It's Jacobs. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Wagner. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the back. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Back to pass, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Just buried it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
6-9-1, Gators score.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It's complete on the right side. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Firing to the end zone. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The option look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Makes the catch. It's Bates. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Boise State. They take the lead with the 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
13, New Mexico, 10.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... It's complete! A huge pickup! Nothing but green ahead. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
He'll toss it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Bounces it outside. It's Sanders. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! and they'll try to tack on 2. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense pounced on that, now they're headed the other way. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
23, Boise State, 16.
On the move from inside his 5.
Reserve is tackled down at the 20. And your
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. And they'll fake it again. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. The pitch. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They took it 71 yards down the field. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Catch in the middle. It's Wagner. He's brought down solid. Pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down. On the option. Quick toss. Got some room, entered to the goal line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. On the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it.
Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
On the It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play.
Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the fullback. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence with them.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.